The measure of angle 2 equals -8 plus 9x. The instructions say to find the value of x. So we're not finding the measure of angle 2. We're finding the value of x. So in order to do that, okay, we need to, this is an exterior angle. That means it's going to be equal to these remote angles here, okay? So we need to find this angle to then know this angle. Or there's another option, okay? We could find this one and then this is a straight line, and that might be easier. So if you look at this, if this is an isosceles triangle, let me use my little Halloween colors. You've got this triangle. Okay, so this angle and this angle are congruent. And then you've got this triangle, okay, where this angle and this angle are congruent. And then you've got this 90-degree angle. That's right here. So we know this is 76 and this is 76. We need to find out what this one is to find its part of the angle. So we're going to say that 76 plus 76, and I like to label mine plus y, okay, equals 180. Okay, hope you guys can see that. Okay, so then we add these two together, and you know my policy about making my brain work too hard. I like using calculators. God gave us the wonderful gift, so let's use it. Okay, so we got 152 plus y equals 180. Well, now that looks like an equation I can handle. So what do I do to get y by itself? And I can't see the chat, so you're going to have to, let's see, wait, maybe I can.
You subtract 152 to both sides.
Good job. All right, so that's done. Y comes down, and I can't take 2 away from 0, so I borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 5 is 2. So y is 28 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to make this a b. Okay, and I know that y plus b equals 90 degrees. And you guys might be going, okay, yeah, that's agreeable. I know what y is, so I can fill that in. Okay, because this is y. So I'm going to fill it in here. Okay, and I know that y is 28 plus b equals 90 degrees. So what do?
Subtract 28 to both sides.
Very good. Okay, so then I have b, and then I can't take 8 from nothing, so I have to borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2, 8 minus 2 is 62, and that makes sense. Okay, so this is 62 degrees. Because I know this is 62 degrees, what do I know about this angle? What do I know about this angle?
Also 62.
That's right. So this is 62 degrees, and now I have what we call a straight angle here. Okay, right here, it's a straight angle. So now I'm going to set up 62 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180. Okay, now I don't have to find out the measure of angle 2. I just have to substitute in what they told me it was. So I have 62 minus 8 plus 9x. You can put the plus and then the parentheses if you want, but I find it easier just to do that. Now I need to combine like terms. Okay, so what is 62 minus 8? I don't know. I don't want to make my brain hurt. So 62 minus 8, 54. Now what do I do? What do I do next? Somebody tell me.
Subtract 52 to both sides.
Well, 50. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. So I'm running out of room, I know. Okay, can't take 4 from nothing, so I subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6, 7 minus 5 is 2, and I bring down the 1. Now what do I do? What do I do with the 9?
Divide both sides.
That's right. So I divide both sides by 9. I'm not going to make my brain work that hard. And x equals 14. Have I completed everything they wanted me to do?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I was after x right here. That's what they told me. So that's my answer. Okay. Now you can use the exterior angle theorem, but sometimes that's more work. Does that make sense? So sometimes you want to go back to, oh, that's a straight angle or a straight line. I know that equals 180 degrees. I don't have to find this angle and this angle to add them together to make it equal to that. Does that make sense? Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Okay, that was Alejandra, right?
Alejandra Rodriguez.
Okay, let me put her down in the thing. Eek. Hold on. Okay, somebody asked me to do 15. Do you still want me to do 15 now that I've done 14?
Also, someone requested number 6.
Oh, somebody requested number 6? Okay. Let me go back to number 6. Let me check the chat too. You're welcome, Adriana. Bonnie, ask me again if you still want me to do that one. Okay, let me go back to 6. And then if, okay, ooh, 6 is.
Somebody asked, what does the double lines mean?
On which one? This one or on 6?
Some other problems, like where they, because on these
Oh,
only a single line.
okay, so
Double lines.
like on number 5, there's double lines. Okay, each tick mark, okay, so if you have a tick mark and a tick mark, those are congruent, okay? But if you have a double tick mark and a double tick mark, only those are congruent. It's not congruent to the single tick mark. Does that make sense? So when you have all single tick marks, that typically means that all those lines are congruent to each other. But it's just basically telling you what kind of triangle it is. Is it isosceles or is it equilateral or, okay? So,
Tracy,
yes.
draw a rectangle.
Say again?
Draw a rectangle.
Draw a rectangle? Okay. All right, so I'm drawing a rectangle. Ooh, yeah, I'm not using my ruler. Don't make fun of me.
Use
I know y'all are laughing.
congruency.
Okay, so see how this side is congruent to this side because they're both short? But this side is congruent to this side because they're both long. So the tick marks match up to each other. It's just like if you were to have angles, for example, like this, and let me do another one. Okay, if you were to have, say, this angle is congruent to this angle, but then these angles are congruent to each other. Does that make sense? But these two are not congruent to these two. So it's just saying who's congruent to who.
Everything that has one tick mark is congruent, and everything that has 2 tick marks, they're congruent. But 1 tick mark is not congruent to 2 tick marks.
So for example, sometimes color helps. So the green is congruent to the green, where the orange is congruent to the orange. Does that make sense? Or the pink is congruent to the pink, where the yellow is congruent to the yellow. Okay? All right, number 6. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, Mr. Rivas, you could pick a little bit easier drawings. I'm just saying. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, maybe I'm complaining a little bit. All right. Don't be making fun of me because I don't do these really well. I used to have a ruler. All right. Really long line. Now I got to make this match up to that. Yeah, I know it doesn't look like it. I'm doing the best I can. All right, we want to make this one kind of look like this. Okay, so what do we know? And I did this in pen and I was supposed to do it in pencil, whatever. All right, we have 2 tick marks here and a tick mark here, and we have a 90, and we have 52 degrees, and we have X, okay? Now, the deal is we're supposed to find X, okay? Find the value of X. So now, how do we do that? Well, we know that X is part of a 90 degree. We also know that 52, if you cover this up, okay, is part of an isosceles triangle. So that means that this angle and this angle are congruent. And this angle is part of the 90. So if we make this a Y, which is also going to make this a Y, okay, we can do, let's see, there's several ways to approach this, but this is how I'm going to do it, okay? I'm going to say that Y plus 52 equals 180, okay? I want to combine my like terms. So I'm going to have 2Y plus 52 equals 180. All right, now what do I do? Uh-oh, I just lost the whole class. They all went crickets. What do I do, people? Let me check the chat. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not. I understand, Devin. It took me a long time to figure this out, so don't feel bad.
Subtract on both
Okay,
sides, but then you specify what number.
say again?
Subtract on both sides,
Yes.
but then you not specify the number.
Okay, so 2Y comes down. I can't take 2 away for nothing, so I borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 5 is 2. And I have 128. Now, I have 2 Y's. I got to split them in half. Notice how I represented both, so I don't have to remember to do that. I just automatically am going to cut it in half. So now I get the 1Y. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Is 64. So this Y is 64 and this Y is 64. Now, here's a cool thing. If I take X plus Y and I make it equal to 90, guess what? I'll be able to figure out what X is. Do you know why? Because this right here, I already know. So I just have to plug it in. So I say X plus, Y is 64 equals 90. And again, you're just doing the math. Now, where you guys get stuck is how to set it up. And I get that. Once you get to this point, you guys are like, I got this, okay? So you get the math. I'm not worried about that, okay? So can't take 4 away for nothing, so I borrow. And X is 26. Am I done? And believe it or not, that is a degree because it's part of it. So you could put the degree symbol. Am I done? Yes, because I found out X. Okay? So, Devin, give me one that you look at and go, I have no clue. How do I start? Okay, Adriana, I appreciate that. Hold off on that. Oh, perfect. Okay. Adriana and Devin, great minds think alike. Okay, so let me move over here so I have lots of room. 3. Let me go back to my worksheet. Okay, yeah, 3 is a good one. All right, let me draw it out and let me do it in pencil so my pen shows when I mark stuff. All right. You guys don't like the easy ones, do you? You just like making me draw. I think that's what it is. That's all right. I learned a long time ago that if I laugh at myself, it's a whole lot easier. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I know this isn't pretty. Just get it close. Okay, and then this is supposed to be an isosceles, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. Okay. Oh boy. All right, even with a ruler, Miss Frazee has challenges. All right, so this is an isosceles triangle. These two sides are congruent. This is an isosceles triangle. These two sides are congruent. And this angle is 111. So now your question is, how do I start? I got to get from over here to over here. That's okay. All right, let me give you some hints. First of all, this is an exterior angle. This is also a straight line. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. Because this is an isosceles, okay, your top is here. If you turn it around, see it? Now your base angles are here. This base angle is equal to this base angle, okay? Now, guess what these two angles are, okay? What are these two angles? Who can tell me what these two angles are? Anybody tell me? What are these two?
They're congruent.
They are, because they're vertical. Okay, and yes, I colored them in pink to tell you that. But they're vertical angles, and that's a big deal. Okay, because then we can keep moving around, which means, guess what? If we look at this next triangle, okay, this base angle is congruent to this base angle, even though I didn't draw it to look at. All right. And these are your remote. Let me angle these. Can you take care of that for me? Thank you. These are your remote interior angles, which when you add them up equal X. Okay, so I'm going to set it up for you, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. Deal? Like I've done before. Okay, so first things first, I want to take care of my straight angle. And I'm going to make this, let's say Y. And all my Y's are going to be the same. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to say Y plus 111 equals 180, okay? Now, once you figure out Y, okay, whatever that is, I'm gonna actually put the answer in pink because you're gonna be moving this around. The next step is, you'll know what all these Y's are. So then, if these two are the remote angles, and the two remote angles added together equal X, then you're going to take Y plus Y equals X. So your answers that you found here are going to go here, and they're going to equal X, okay? So this is, you'll put one here and one here. And then you're going to get whatever X is. Okay, so that will, oops, hold on. Let me make X orange. So this right here, your answer will equal X, and that's your answer. Okay, whoops, let me do this. So do you see, yes, this looks complicated, but if you start with what you know, I knew that these two were a vertical, or the straight line, which equals 180. Okay, so if I just worry about that, Y plus 111 equals 180. Once I know Y, all these pink angles are Y. Okay, and if I take these two, I know when I add them together, that equals the exterior angle X. Okay. Does that kind of help? Because you guys seem to know how to do the math. It's the
setup.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. Hold on a second. Right, Yasmin. Really? You're gonna make me think. Okay, hold on. Let me check you. No. Do your math again, Yasmin. You're close. Let me make sure I didn't do my math wrong. You're close. Okay. Still confused. All right. I'm not sure how to clarify. Yeah.
Is it 138?
Yes. So if you get to this, good job. There's your answer. You just have to get there. So just make sure you do your math right. All right. Those that are still confused on 3, give me another one. Maybe I can explain it. In fact, wait. Somebody asked me about 15. Let me see if that would help explain it. I hate doing the odd ones though, because you guys have answers to them. 15 would kind of, let me do 15 because it's similar to 3, and I'll set it up again, but I'm not going to do the math, okay? So let me draw it out. I'm telling you, I think y'all like to find the toughest ones to draw and give them to me. That's okay. Miss Stemmer would be proud of me. I'm trying to do it. All right, I'm just teasing you guys, by the way. All right, so we have a straight line here with an arrow. We have, oh gosh, okay, let's do this one first. We have this one, which is supposed to make an isosceles triangle, and it keeps going. And then we have this one here. Okay, that, no, that didn't look like an isosceles triangle. Now let me try this way. That's better. All right. Okay, and then I've got to make this one an isosceles triangle. Oh gosh. Okay. Don't laugh. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at myself. Okay. All right. 15 m, the measure of angle 2, sorry, equals x plus 77. Remember, your goal is to find x. So let's do what we know. This side and this side are congruent because they have double tick marks. This is angle 2, okay, which has the x in it. This single tick mark is congruent to this single tick mark. So what it tells us is this triangle is an isosceles and this triangle is an isosceles, but it fell over on its side. And then we have this exterior angle 125, okay? So where do we start? Well, let's look at what we know. Again, we have a line. That means that these two angles together equal 180, okay? So let's see if we can figure that out. All right, so we say that 125, I'm going to say this is y again, plus y equals 180. I'm going to solve for that. Now, why do I need to know that? Because, let's see, this is also y, okay? So this and this one are congruent. I need to know these to find this one because these are vertical. And guess what? When I know this one, because this is a base, I know this one. So I'm then going to take, how do I do this again? Oh yeah, y, let me make this b, okay? Y plus b equals 180. Now, let's start with, I made y yellow, orange. Whatever answer you get here, you're going to put here. and then you have to solve for B. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to have B. B is pink. Oops, there we go. Okay. Now, once you have B, guess what? You have all these pink angles. So whatever angle B is, that equals the measure of angle 2. So then you bring it over here. So this one, Y went here. Okay. Now B is going to go up here. The measure of angle 2 equals B. Okay, so you're going to fill in B here. And you're going to fill in the measure of angle 2, which is X plus 77. And then you're going to solve for X. And that is going to be your answer, which is what you needed to find in the first place. So this goes here. Does that kind of help? Let me check the chat. Okay. You guys are asking me to set up another one. Yes, I'll set up 12. Okay, Yasmin, I haven't done the math yet. I don't know. You have to do the math and you tell me. Let me check. Y'all are going ahead of me. Yes, Yasmin, you're correct. All right, so does this at least help you get started? Because I don't think, like I said, I think you guys get the math. Where I think you're struggling is, yes, Yasmin, for the orange section. Where I think you're struggling is how to set it up and how to see all the things we've shown you. Like the yellow, I'm trying to keep it consistent. That's a straight angle, okay? And if the colors coordinate, those are congruent angles, okay? And then like with B, I know that these, okay, are vertical angles again. Okay, these two. And then I know with isosceles triangles, the base angles are the same, so I can set it up. Okay, does everybody have that one if I go on to 12? And is that the one that, okay, I think that's the one Bonnie wanted to say, yeah. Okay, so let me go on to 12. If I go too fast, let me know. Mr. Rivas is also recording these, so you can put them in, you can go back to the recording. All right, where's my pencil and where's my worksheet? 12. Okay. So 12 says that the measure of angle 2 equals 13x plus 6. Let me draw this. So it's a right angle on its side, sort of. Eek. Okay. And then we've got it split so that this is an isosceles and that's an isosceles. Yeah, I know it's not the same. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, and this is supposed to be it's pretty bad. Okay, an isosceles. And that's supposed to go beyond. All right, so here's what we know. We know that this angle is 67 degrees. We know that this is a 90-degree angle. We know that this and this two sides line up. And guess what? It happens to be the same length as this, even though it might not be in reality. It's telling me it is. All right. We know that measure angle 2 is 13x plus 6. Again, my goal is to find x. So I start with what I know. I know that this is 67, okay? So what do I know about go with pink. What do I know about this angle in relationship to 67? Somebody tell me. Look at how they look. Look at how they look. Can anybody tell me?
They are vertical angles.
Very good, Mr. Rivas. They are vertical angles. So these are vertical angles, which means they're congruent. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because this is the base, even though the isosceles triangle is upside down. That means this is 67 as well. So now I can find part of this 90. Now, what I need to do is angle 2 is on a straight line. If I can find out this right here, then I can find out this to find out the whole thing. So that's what I'm going for. Okay, so this is part of a 90. I know if I add up these pink, which are 67 plus 67, and I look to find, let's say this is y, again, trying to be consistent, plus y, it equals 180, okay? Again, I'm looking to find y, which is my orange. No, it's not my orange. It's this one. So let's make it green. Okay. If I add, and let's make this B. If I add y plus B, I get 90. And this goes over here where I'm going to fill in my green. Plus B equals 90. And I apologize for the bleed through from the other stuff. Okay, you need to find out what B is, because B is your orange one. Okay, once you know B, then you're going to take and make a complete, I ran out of colors. This is all 180. So you're going to add it to angle 2. So you're going to take B plus angle 2 to equal 180. Now, B is going to go here. Okay, it goes up. That's what B is. Okay, I know that angle 2 is 13x plus 6 equals 180. And then, remember, I'm looking for x. This is my x. That's what I'm searching for. So you're going to have to combine like terms and solve for x. And that is your final answer. I know that's a lot, but again, we're practicing. Could you go back real quick? Oh, for the orange. Go back to which one? Back on this one or on the last one? The last one. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if there's any questions for this, and then I'll go back to the last one. If somebody had questions on the last one. Anybody have questions on this? Are you kind of starting to see how I go, okay, what do I know? And I'm working my way around till I get to angle 2 so I can find out x. And I'm hoping the color coordinating is helping. Okay. For your answer of x, yeah, I know. Those of you, I'm confusing you. Well, I don't know. I haven't done all the problems yet. I don't know what it is yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Y'all want to know right now because you're so excited. I'm very proud of you that you're wanting to know. Okay. So if that's that. Okay. Hold on. I got that. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Yes, you are correct, Araha. Your answer is correct. Good job. Okay, so somebody asked me to go back to this one. Okay, is it 15 that you wanted me to go back to? Or was it 3? Okay, 15. All right, so where you lost on 15? Besides me not making my zeros very good, sorry. All right, so remember, let's see where we started. We knew this was a straight line. Y was part of that 180, okay? So 125 plus Y equals 180. If we find Y, we have 2 of those, okay? If we add that to B, we get 180. So we fill those in here and find out B. And then we know B are vertical angles. These 2 are the base of the isosceles triangle, so they're the same. So then I can make the measure of angle 2 equal to B. So it comes from here. I fill in the answer I got here and then solve for X. Did I go too fast? Stop laughing at me. My daughter's laughing at me. She must be done with school. She goes, Mom, your pen was all over the place. What do you want? That would be great. Thank you. You can get the other one started too. Yes. Thank you. Sorry, my daughter's helping me get lunch together. I have no idea, but we're going to eat and we're going to make it happen. So go. Thank you. Okay, Yasmina, did that help? And for the rest of you that asked about 15, for me to go over that, did that help? Okay, let me do this. Is there another one I can do that I can go through slower? 13, perfect, Serena, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do it on a blank page. Okay, so 13, and I'll try it and go slower, I promise. All right, 13 says that the measure of angle 2 is equal to 13x minus 11. Let me draw this out so I have a, let me do my 90 first. I have a 90. Yeah, that looks like a 90. Okay, and then I think it kind of splits down the middle. Is there a reason you're bringing me the cat? I really don't. Okay. I'm really trying to do math and not distract my students. Go make, oh gosh, I don't need the cat up here, thank you. Sorry guys, this is what happens when you have, oh gosh, animals. Sorry, I'm glad you can still see this because I don't know if you can see my picture, but my cat's in front of it, or it's actually my daughter's. Okay, show and tell, there we go. Can you tell it's Thursday and we're ready for Friday? Okay, we know that this is a 90-degree angle. I got bumped here, that was not my bad, that was the cat. This is, oh gosh, I hope you guys are all laughing because I'm going crazy. All right, we know that this and this are congruent and make an isosceles triangle, no matter how badly the cat made me draw that line. And then this is an isosceles triangle as well, okay? So, and this is angle 2, which was what we're trying to find. Okay, let's see. We're trying to get from, oops, forgot to put the last bit of information, the 111. All right, we're trying to get from what we know, 111, to angle 2. So, how do I get there? Well, angle 2 is the exterior angle of these 2 remote angles, okay? So, if I can find these 2, then I can find angle 2, all right? There's another way to do it as well, okay? Angle 2 is part of a 180 here. if I find this part of the 90, then I know this side of the 180. So let's see how best to approach it. All right. I know that 111, I always start with what I know. I know that 111 is a straight line part of this one. So if I find out this whole thing, I'll find out this angle. Okay. That means that I'll find out this angle. Oh boy, that was a bad drawing. Which is the same as this one, because this, let me show you. Let me cover it up. This is an isosceles triangle. If we rotate it, okay, you can kind of see it easier. See that? See how this is the base. And you know the bases of the isosceles triangles are congruent. All right. So that means I can then find out this part of the 90 to then find out this part of the 90, because this is also a straight angle. Okay. So let's do it that way. Now there's other ways to do it. You could find out, you could go all the way around, but I think that's the easiest. Okay, so let's do this. First things first. This is a straight line. I'm going to call this y again. Okay. If I add y plus 111, and Mr. Rivas, if I am making this more complicated, then I need to step in.
How you doing, Kate?
Okay. If I make that even to 180 and solve for y, okay, then I know the first step. Okay. So now y, guess what? This is y as well. Okay. Now I need to find out, let me see if I can show this to you. I just need to find out this triangle. I know the two base angles. If I add those together with, call this B, that all equals 180. Okay, so I'm going to do that next. I'm going to say y plus B equals 180. And I'm going to replace y with what I know. Okay, which I haven't solved yet, but I will, and do that. Now, this y is going to go here and here, where the orange is. You got two of them. Okay, now B is part of a 90-degree angle. So once I solve for B, I know that B plus, for lack of a better letter, K, okay, make a 90-degree angle. So let's call this B. Am I going too fast? Let me check my chat. If you need me to slow down, tell me to slow down. And you can unmute yourself and say, whoa. Okay. B again is part of a 90-degree. So if I take B plus K, I know they equal 90. Now B, I found out from here. So this answer is going to go here. I'm going to add it to K. You make it equal to 90 and solve for K. Okay. Now I'm running out of colors. Getting in trouble here. All right. Once I know K, let me figure out B here. I don't want to label too many things here. Okay, once I know K, this again, I'm going to go yellow because I've been doing straight angles. This is a straight angle. B and K, or 2 and K, are a straight angle, which equal 180, just like 111 and Y were. Okay? So if I take K, and I'll do it this way if it's easier. I'll make it green. Okay. Now I need to know what angle 2 and K are. They equal 180. So I'm going to say K plus angle 2 equals 180. K is going to go here. Okay, so let me do my little whoop. Gonna go here. Plus the measure of angle 2 they set up here is 13x minus 11. And then I'm going to solve for x. And hopefully I'll get an answer. Oops, you can't see it. Let me back out. Can I fit it all in? No, that's as far as I can go. I made it too big. And I ran out of colors, so I don't want to mess you up by highlighting X. Thank you. Do you want me to review that for the one that said slow down? Anybody have questions? We got about 6 minutes before lunch. Okay, so let's review that. I went from a straight angle, which equals 180. I took my two parts of that 180, part plus part equals whole, over here. Okay, I took my y plus my 111 and made it equal to 180, the whole. I solved for y. Then I said to myself, y is a base angle of this isosceles triangle. Those two base angles are the same. If I take those two y's and add it to b, I know all those parts equal 180. So I took y plus b, part plus part plus part equals whole, because I need to find out b because it's part of a 90. Okay, so I did all that to find b. Then I said b plus k equals a whole 90-degree angle. So I'm going to take b plus k and make it equal to 90. Part plus part equals whole. Once I figure out k, I know that k is on a straight line or a straight angle with angle 2. So if I take k plus the measure of angle 2, it's going to equal 180. Part plus part equals whole. And because I know the measure of angle 2 is 13x minus 11, and I solved for k already, my only variable left is x, which is what they told me I needed to solve for. Okay, a couple of people got different answers. So let me tell you, are those final answers? Devin, was that your final answer that you got, or the one part of it? So let me tell you this. I can tell you what the final answer, no, you should know the final answer. It should be on the worksheet. Let me see, because it's an odd. The final answer should be 11, yes, for those of you getting that. So if you didn't get 11, oh, for 4, yes, Devin, 4 I believe was 138. I believe that was correct. Yes.
Are these steps the steps for the majority of the problems, or no?
Kind of. I mean, basically, these are the steps you're finding what matches up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know. It's knowing what is a straight angle, what is, you know, parts of an isosceles triangle, what is part of a 90. It's basically identifying how to get around to get to what you need to know. Which is a confusing way to say it, I know. I don't know how to better explain it. This is what I know. This is why I failed geometry the first time, because I couldn't quite see it. And it took me years. So don't beat your guys' self up if we have to keep practicing this. You know the math.
All problems are similar, but they're not exactly the same.
Yeah, none of them are exactly the same. The key is problem solving. How am I getting from point A, what I know, all the way around to point B of what I don't know? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to show you is once you find out a part, that'll get you to the next part, until you finally get to the angle 2 where you can fill in for x. So again, shoot, we've done how many of these together? We did, where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And the first 2 aren't that hard. You're just explaining. Devin, I got to double check number 4 because we didn't do number 4. I thought that was another one. So let me double check that one real quick on the worksheet. Okay, hold on a second. I can tell you, maybe, hold on. 180 minus 132, that one's 48. So how would I figure that out? Oh, I do know. Okay, so 48. Okay, so 180, no, 90 minus 48, that's 42. So 180 minus 42 minus 42, 96. 80 minus 96. No, Devin, I think you're still confused. Did I do number 4? I don't think I did. Let me check. Okay, this was today's. We did 2, 9, 14, 6, 3, 15, 12, and 13. So wait, Devin, are you talking about one you did on your own or one that we did? I know, Devin, I said that a lot in math. So let me, 1245. Oh, is it 14? Oh, on your own. You did 14. I got you. Go back to number 9. Okay, hold on. It is lunch. If you guys need to go, go ahead and go. I will set up, Devin, number 4 for you. This is number 9. I didn't do it pretty because this is the one I was just copying. So take a quick screenshot and then I'll set up number 4, Devin, and let's see if you can solve it after I set it up, okay? So is that enough time for number 9? I hope. All right, let me go to number 4 real quick. Those of you that want to see it, stay on. Is Devin still here? Make sure I'm not doing it for nothing. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go, Devin. Okay, we're gonna do, we'll try and do it quick because I want you guys to have lunch. So number 4, we're just solving for x. So I need to draw it real quick. So, okay, so I've got my straight line, which is gonna be a big deal. I've got one isosceles triangle this way and one kind of going like this, I think. And see if I can make it kind of an isosceles like this. Okay, oops, I need to make this one isosceles too. Okay, that's an arrow. Okay, here's what I know. I know that this angle is 132. I know that this is a 90. It's not pretty. This is an isosceles, and this is an isosceles, and I want to get to x. Okay, first things first. 132 is on a straight line. Okay, so I know that equals 180. So this half of the 90, I can find out. So I'm going to take 132, I'm going to make this y again, plus y equals 180. Okay, and I'll get y equals. That's part of my 90. So then I've got to take y, okay, and it's part of a 90 degree. I'm going to make this b. I know y plus b equals 90. So again, your y goes here. And loop it around here. Plus b equals 90. You're going to solve for b. Now, b is a base angle of this isosceles triangle, okay? So you want to take B, and you're going to take it and say, let's make this K, okay? B plus B plus K equals 180, because that's a whole triangle, because X is on a straight line, okay? This is not an exterior, I don't think we can, Mr. Rivas, can we consider this an exterior angle theorem?
Yeah,
Is X? Oh, so B plus B equals X?
X plus X is the exterior angle, and B's are the remote interior angles.
Oh, okay, so never mind. We can do it different. Okay, so you can take B plus B equals X. Forget about K. All right, see, sometimes I make it harder on myself. So you're gonna put B plus here. Okay, and because we don't have another measure, this makes it easier. You just solve for X. So B goes over here twice, and then you solve for X, and that is that's what you're looking for here. So that's your X. Now, I know I went through that fast, Devin, because I want you to have lunch, but did that help?
Remember the video being Google Classroom?
Yeah.
So later on, you can look at the video
And you can email us and ask, did I get this one right? And I'll try and do it quick and verify, but just do the best you can. Devin, just keep working at it. We're going to keep practicing. I know this is due on Friday, but we're going to keep, I think, Mr. Rivas, we're going to go into this next week too, right? On Monday?
Probably,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay. So just keep working at it. The more we practice, the more we do it. Araha, for this one, you got that? All right, let me check real quick. Oh, you guys are so quick.
What did she get?
She got 84.
That's right.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. So good job. So your answer should be 84. You have to show the math though. Okay, so Devin, you were close. You had the 4 part. I think, did you tell me that, Devin? Oh no, you said you got 4. That's right. Okay. All right. So have a good lunch, you guys. Hang in there. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. And email us with questions.
See you on Monday.
All right. Bye, guys.